Have you ever tumbled down a rabbit hole? Not literally, of course, but into a world that defied all logic and expectation. Well, that's precisely where we reheaded today with Lewis Carroll's timeless masterpiece, Alice's Adventures in Wonderland. Lewis Carroll, whose real name was Charles Lutwidge Dodson, was far more than just a children's author. He was a brilliant mathematician, logician, and an Anglican deacon. Born in 1832, his life at Christ Church, Oxford, provided the backdrop and perhaps even the inspiration for the whimsical world of Wonderland. Victorian England, with its strict social codes and emphasis on logic, was ripe for a subversive tale that celebrated nonsense and imagination, and Carroll delivered it perfectly. The story begins innocently enough. In the big history, Elise, a young girl feeling bored and listless on a summer afternoon, spots a white rabbit dressed in a waistcoat and muttering about being late. Intrigued, she follows him down a rabbit hole, and that's where the adventure truly begins. The rabbit hole is more than just a tunnel. It's a portal to a world where the rules of reality are gleefully discarded. Alice's fall leads her to a series of bizarre encounters. She shrinks and grows, attends a mad tea party, and plays croquet with a queen who's quick to order beheadings. Each character she meets is more eccentric than the last: the Cheshire cat with its enigmatic grin, the perpetually late white rabbit, the tyrannical Queen of Hearts, the Mad Hatter, and the March Hare engaging in endless tea-time riddles. Carroll brilliantly uses these characters and situations to satirize Victorian society. The Mad Tea Party, for instance, can be interpreted as a commentary on the rigid social etiquette and the often nonsensical conversations of the upper class. The Queen of Hearts, with her impulsive and irrational commands, represents the arbitrary authority figures that often plague Victorian life. Even the Caterpillar, with its philosophical pronouncements and hookah-smoking demeanor, can be seen as a caricature of the intellectual elite. The story unfolds as a series of loosely connected episodes, each showcasing Alice's attempts to make sense of the nonsensical. She constantly questions her surroundings, trying to apply logic and reason to a world where they simply don't apply. This struggle highlights the contrast between the ordered world of Victorian England and the chaotic realm of the imagination. One of the most memorable aspects of Alice's adventures in Wonderland is its use of language. Carroll's wordplay, riddles, and invented words contribute to the overall sense of absurdity and make the story both entertaining and thought-provoking. And phrases like curiouser and curiouser and off with their heads have become iconic and are instantly recognizable. The poem Jabberwocky, with its nonsensical vocabulary and vivid imagery, is a prime example of Carroll's linguistic creativity. As Alice navigates Wonderland, she undergoes a journey of self-discovery. She learns to adapt to unfamiliar situations, question authority, and embrace the power of her own imagination. The constant changes in her size can be interpreted as a metaphor for the challenges and uncertainties of growing up. Alice's experiences in Wonderland ultimately help her develop a stronger sense of self and a greater appreciation for the wonders of the world. The story reaches its climax with Alice standing trial before the Queen of Hearts. The trial is a chaotic and absurd affair, with the characters offering nonsensical testimony and the Queen threatening everyone with execution. Alice, finally standing up for herself, realizes that the Queen and her court are nothing more than a pack of cards. This realization allows her to break free from the confines of Wonderland and return to her own world. Alice's adventures in Wonderland is more than just a children's story. It's a celebration of imagination, a satire of Victorian society, and a profound exploration of identity and self-discovery. It reminds us to embrace the absurd, question authority, and never lose our sense of wonder. In a world that often demands conformity and adherence to rules, Alice's journey encourages us to think outside the box, challenge the status quo, and create our own unique realities. The story serves as a reminder that sometimes the most valuable lessons are learned not through logic and reason, but through embracing the fantastical and the unexpected. So, the next time you find yourself feeling overwhelmed by the complexities of the world, remember Alice and her adventures in Wonderland. Let her story inspire you to embrace your imagination, question everything, and create a little bit of magic in your own life. Thanks for joining me on this journey down the rabbit hole. Subscribe for more book recommendations.